Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. SmurfyAzy here with another Sims 4 speed build. And I am so super excited for today's build because, as you probably already guessed, it's a bakery. And I love the way this bakery turned out. The main inspiration for it was, well, I bake professionally at a bakery here where I live. And I also have my own little side business baking for like friends and family, and just kind of waiting for like that word of mouth to like kind of pick up to like start baking for new people. But today's build is just kind of based on a bakery I would love to have someday and like open myself, and that would be like my dream come true. So I really love, there was a lot of like there was a lot of love that went into this build. Don't get me wrong, I like all the builds I've done so far, but this one by far is like my favorite, and I really hope you guys like it too. It did turn out pretty pink, and that is mainly because the logo for my business is pretty pink, so I kind of thought it'd be cute to kind of keep that going, and I might eventually make some like, I don't know, maybe like the banner for my channel, just have it be like that, like cute pinky kind of color, but I don't know if that's too much or not. But anywho, so this build, I ended up, you'll see later on, I ended up moving to a bigger lot. We started on a 30 by 20, which is where we are now, and when I started placing like counters down and trying to like rearrange them and move them around to make them fit the way I wanted, because I wanted to have like like the coffee bar as well as the retail counter. The retail counter was required, but I think it was required. Oh no, it was just the cash register, but you needed the retail counter to put the cash register. So in a way, it was required. But because I wanted the coffee bar like right next to it, I just didn't have the room and needed to expand the building, which I was okay with. But then it meant I lost the ability to have outdoor seating, which is one of my favorite parts of the entire build, is the outdoor seating. It turned out so cute. It's like this cute little like fairy light garden-esque area, and I love it so much. I think it turned out so cute, especially like in the evening time. It's, I don't know, seeing all the lights like on outside, it's so cute. And I completely lost my train of thought. Anywho, one of the reasons I was so excited to build this bakery is not only because, you know, I want my own someday, and this is kind of like playing off of that dream, but I also have a plan for this bakery specifically. I really loved the YouTuber and simmer Claire Chabon. A few years ago when she started like her Sims 4 Dreamhouse series. I would love to try and do something like similar to that effect, and have my own little Dreamhouse series. Of course, I need to build like a dream house, and I want to recreate my current apartment where I live. My problem with that at the moment is finding an apartment in either San Myshuno or was it Evergreen Harbor, I think? Finding an apartment in either of those two places that actually is the same, like relatively same size apartment, so I can just build the floor plan. Another thing I was thinking about, there's the ability to make rental lots, so I could just get like a 20 by 15 or 20 by 20 lot and just build my apartment, and then just not have a yard, because I pretty much don't, and just have like my sim rent there and have it be almost the same thing, but I'm not really sure. I really like the idea of having an apartment and having like the really annoying neighbors, because it's so lifelike and it's so true. Having neighbors in an apartment complex can be the worst, or it can just not be a problem at all. My last apartment, which was my second apartment, which I moved out of last year in April, and I was there for about a year and a half. Didn't have a problem whatsoever with any of my neighbors. It was perfect. It's probably because we were on the second floor, whereas my first apartment in my apartment now, I live on the bottom floor. And what sucks is because the first time, like the first apartment, we were like, oh cool, we don't have to go upstairs. And then we realized the family that lived above us had kids, like 3 kids, little kids. So they were just stomping and running around all day and all night. And the people that live above me now also have kids, but they're not little kids. They're like, I don't know, probably like 5th or 6th grade age. So like 10, 11, 12. So you would think, oh, they understand people live below them. They can't be running around being loud. Ugh, if only that were the case, because they still run around and it kind of sucks. So I know you don't have like upstairs neighbors in The Sims, but like the neighbors in general, like I've seen some people in their gameplay, like their neighbors are just loud and obnoxious, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be so accurate. So I'm really gonna try and find a apartment building in San Myshuno or Evergreen Harbor to see if there is a sized apartment that'll just work well and be similar to what mine is at the moment. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. And that would be really fun. So I want to recreate my apartment, build like my dream house, and then, you know, just kind of have my sim work up. We don't have like a baking career in The Sims. We have a culinary career. We don't have like baking, like, because I work in a bakery. I started off as their baker, so I'd be the first person in the morning, and I would bake everything. Literally, I would bake everything that's going to go next door in our storefront, and I loved it. It made me happy. Baking is like my favorite thing to do. And yeah, then our cake decorator, when I started, didn't want to be the cake decorator anymore. She wanted to do like some of our savory stuff, because we have like a savory side to our bakery, because we have like a lunch menu, so there's like soups and small sandwiches and stuff like that. And she really wanted to move towards that, and because she wanted to do that and I expressed interest in learning as much as I possibly could, I ended up getting, I guess, promoted to cake decorator. So I am, my job, like the bakery I work at, I am their cake decorator. I would say head, but it's really just me. And there is a girl that covers my days off here and there when she isn't requesting time off herself. So it really basically is just me. And then if that girl can't cover my days off, then it's my boss, because no one else is, like, there's a couple of people that are trained to do it, but they either don't like to, or my boss just would rather just do it herself so they don't have to worry about it. And I don't know. It really is a lot of fun, and oh my gosh, you probably saw me struggling with the tables. I didn't know that there were tall tables that would fit the bar stools, and I was really surprised. It was there are tables that came with the, what's it called? The dine out pack, and I was really confused. I was like, oh, why won't these chairs snap to the table? Oh well, I'll just leave them here. And then I realized, like, I went down and I was like, oh, the table's too tall, that's why. So I had to like move it over, and I was like, okay, cool, it'll be cute to have it like against a window, kind of like you see like when you go into Starbucks and stuff. And yeah, so I ended up doing that. And I have this cute little reading nook, and I was trying to put more books on the shelves of the bookshelf, but it wouldn't let me. It was putting them on top, and so I just gave up. I was like, you know, I could raise them, but I really just didn't want to. I was like, whatever, there's enough books, it's fine. And yeah, so I was trying to figure out how I wanted the little, like, I don't know what you call it, just like the front of house setup, like how I wanted the counter space set up. And it was so difficult because I needed a cash register. That was the only required thing for a retail lot, which is what this lot is, because we don't have like a bakery lot for The Sims. We have a cafe and we have a restaurant, but we don't have a bakery. So the only way to have a bakery in The Sims is to run it like a retail store, which is fine, it's no big deal. But I really wanted to have the coffee bar, and the only way to have the coffee bar was to make the whole building bigger so I could fit it all. Like, there's a lot of counter space, a lot of room for people back there, but The only like counter that would fit the cash register was basically a requirement because it was the only thing I could put the cash register on that I could find. And it just made like the counter space just so huge that I really wanted the coffee bar because I thought it'd be so cute for your Sims to get coffee and be like a breakfast pastry. But yeah, you'll see. Yeah, we're gonna end up moving lots pretty soon here, I think, if I remember correctly, because I really wanted outdoor seating, like I said, and outdoor seating is probably my favorite part of the whole build. And I was really debating putting in stairs. I think, yeah, I start fiddling with the stairs here, but I just kind of got rid of that idea because I didn't want it like in the way of the doorway to get into like the kitchen part where like most of the goods are made. So I just got rid of the stairs. I was like, you know what, this will just be like a little corridor to get outside, and there'll also be like an entrance outside. Yeah, I started seeing this and I was like, that is not a lot of room at all. So that's when I ended up moving the lot, and I was like, you know, I don't want it to be just this teeny little undercover area where you can only fit like maybe 3 tables, maybe, if you only have 2 people per table. So it was a little disappointing, but there is a cute little balcony on the top floor that you could put a couple other tables up here if you really wanted to. I ended up not putting anything on the top floor just because I wanted it just for the exterior appearance. I didn't really want it to be something I personally was going to use. And also, if this is going to be a lot that I do end up using for like some sort of dream house series, like kind of like based off Clash Buns, then this lot is already so expensive. That's what I was like, that's why I had the little like left corner like pulled down just so I could see, oh my gosh, I'm spending so much money. However, I started thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I know there are mods in The Sims where you can take out a loan. And I'm like, this is so realistic because that's what you would do to buy a house or to buy a business. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that's like too cheating, if I should really just, if I should even start like a dream house series, or if I should just like go for it and grind and save the money myself to try and get both this bakery and maybe even a dream house, because that would be so much work, but it would probably be really rewarding than just taking out a loan. And I'm sure it'd be rewarding too to like pay off the loan, but oh man, that would be so much. So many simoleons, that would take so long. Oh yeah, and then I was having a little bit of difficulty with the, I don't know what it's called, it's like that little border that goes around between the bottom floor and the top floor. I had a little bit of like annoyance with it, like trying to get it over that weirdly shaped, that little piece right there, the octagonal shape that kind of pokes out. Like I kind of fixed it, and then I was like, I don't know, that part isn't really roofed, it's just kind of poking out. I don't know if it's cute or if it's just weird, but yeah, I don't know. This is probably by far my favorite build that I've built so far, and I'm really excited and really hope you guys do. Oh yeah, and then I realized I was like, oh, there should probably be a bathroom here. And so I start fiddling with it. Oh yeah, this is when we move lots, because I was like, I need more space. I cannot. But yeah, then I realized I was like, oh, there should probably be a bathroom, because why wouldn't there be a bathroom when you go most anywhere? Like, there's usually a bathroom everywhere. Oh, also, I just thought if I wanted to build like other, because I wanted to use Magnolia Promenade for only, what do you call it, community lots. I wanted it to be just community lots here in Magnolia Promenade, because I'm trying to start like my own little save file. I started doing like a couple houses, like the ones I put up on my channel so far. Those are maybe not the very first video, but the second lot or video, I think, most likely will be in the save file. I don't know. I think it would be really fun to try and make my own save file and make families. And I downloaded a save file the other day. Oh my goodness, it was breathtaking. Like the builds were just beautiful, and all the Sims in the save file had like pre-existing careers and relationships and families, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. That is like the ultimate inspiration. I was like, okay, this is like by far the thing I want. This is like my goal in The Sims because I don't know, I'm not a big gameplay person. That's why I was thinking about doing the dream house thing because I don't know, I need like some sort of inspiration or motivation for gameplay. So what better way than to do what I love in The Sims, because that honestly just sounds like fun to me. But a lot of people think I'm crazy because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I bake all day at work and then I come home and I'm like, what do I want to do? Bake some more. And so many people are just thinking, girl, why? Oh yeah, and here I was making the bathrooms and I was like, okay, cool, we'll have 2 bathrooms, we'll have like 2 stalls in each one. And I realized, wait, the counters are in the way, but then it'd be weird to have just like the one sink or whatever. And then I ended up just getting rid of all the walls inside the bathroom, having the one door to go in, and having those stalls. I think they came with University. I can't see, but I'm pretty sure they came with University. And then I just had the one sink, or is it 2 counters? Yeah, no, it was 2 sinks because there's 2 toilets, and I was like, okay, this makes sense. And then I just, I was like, okay, whatever. Sims will get their privacy this way. And yeah, I wasn't super creative with like the kitchen space. There's like the dine out, like big connected piece of like kitchenware, I guess, I don't know. And then there's the cupcake machine. There really isn't anything interesting going on in this kitchen, but there really doesn't need to be, I don't think. Like, you just need a space to bake everything and bring it out front, put it in the display case, and that's that. Like, that's essentially what we do at my work. Like, the kitchen itself is nothing cute or special. It's a kitchen. But then you go next door into the bakery and you're like, oh, it's so cute in here. And like, that's just how it goes, because the customers see the cute side, and the people that don't see that less cute side are the people that work there. But I don't know. Oh yeah, and so like I'm working on the outdoor seating, and I saw this little like, I don't know what it's called. I don't remember. It's like, it starts with a P. It's like a pergola, something like that. I don't know. I'm probably saying the wrong word. But it was so cute with the flowers on either side, and I was like, well, on the one side, and then I just duplicated it and flipped it around and like merged it together. So it's like having one with the flowers on each side, because I didn't want the flowers just on one side because they're so cute. And then yeah, here I'm putting in like little fairy lights and just like, yeah, it just, it's so cute, so stinking cute. I love the outdoor seating so much. And then I went through and like looked at it at nighttime, and this is by far my favorite part of the build, and this is by far my favorite build that I've built so far, and so super excited to share it with you guys. And I really do hope you enjoy it. And I'm not really sure what else I've added. I don't think I've put much else in other than just the last couple tweaks. And here I was kind of checking out how it looked at night and adding extra lighting so it wasn't really dark, because community lots, like, they're different from a house. They have all this extra lighting, so when you walk around at nighttime, it's like not that dark. Whereas if you're walking through a neighborhood, you have like your street lamps, but like the houses themselves are not fully lit up like a store or a restaurant or a bakery would be, even if they're not open at night. I don't know. And then I was just kind of filling some of the wall space with like cute little bakery type decor. I don't know. I have these little cakes put around and they're cute, but I don't know. I've also seen people do, I don't know how you get like custom pictures like that you take in real life and get them in The Sims. I don't know how you do that, and I don't know if it counts as custom content or not. I feel like it would, but then I don't know. Just thinking about it, I just realized there's rooms in the gallery that people put together that are non-custom content artwork. So I guess I could have done that, but I could always go back. But we have hit the screenshots, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this build. If you're excited to see more speed builds, be sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you see new speed build every Sunday. and hopefully maybe we'll start getting into some gameplay with this, but I'd have to build a dream house first. So let me know if you'd want to see that, and yeah, enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!